Hi everyone, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to audition for To Be or Not To Be. I'm super excited to teach you this choreography and I hope you're excited to learn it. So first I'm going to demo the audition choreography for you, then I'm going to teach it to you in 3 parts, and after I'm done teaching each section, I'll do the choreography with you, starting with slow music and then ramping up to full speed, and then we'll put it all together at the end. And just as a final note, this entire video is mirrored. 너는 내 인생에서 가장 후회되지만 가장 행복했던 순간 tattooed light 너를 끊어버리겠어. So you're going to start out facing forward, and for this entire section, please note that you're going to be looking forward the entire time, no matter what you're doing with the rest of your body, so keep that in mind. So again, you're going to be facing forward, and then on count 1, you're going to step back with your right foot. And your feet should be a little over shoulder width apart, and you're going to step not straight out, but a little bit out and back. So you're going to end up facing towards the front left diagonal instead of straight forward. So again, you're going to step back with your right foot, and then you're going to push your chest out at the same time, and then bring your right hand sort of right to the base of your throat, and your left arm will just be hanging behind you. So all together, you're going to step back with your right foot, push your chest out, put your right hand on your chest. And make sure to sit back on your right foot when you do this, because on count 2, you're going to be picking your left foot up. So speaking of count 2, on count 2, you're going to pick your left foot up and then cross your left foot behind your right, and you're still facing towards the front left diagonal here. And then with your arms, so you're going to extend your left arm out and at the same time sort of slide your right hand back along your chest. I like to think of the motion sort of as similarly to pulling a bowstring, and make sure you open up your shoulders while you do this. So I'll do the move all together now, and as you'll notice, because of the thing you're doing with your arms and chest, your torso will be facing kind of forward while your feet and hips are facing, still facing towards your front left diagonal. So let's do 1 and 2 all together. So 7, 8, step back 1, pull 2. Now on count 3, you're going to bring your left foot back out to shoulder width apart, still facing towards your front left diagonal. And then your arms, they're going to form, they're sort of a greater than sign, but tilt a little bit downward. So your left arm should be slightly below parallel to the ground, and your right arm is maybe 30 degrees from vertical. So once again, you step out and then bring your arms to that greater than sign. Now on 4 and 5, I'll cover the arms first. So your left hand is going to come by and pass by your ear and then slide down your torso. And then at the same time, your right hand is going to pass by your waist and then slide up your torso. I don't really want to use the phrase feeling yourself up, but that's kind of what you're doing here. And then just to make the move more interesting, be sure to move your shoulders along with your arms while you do that. I can't really explain this in words, but just move your shoulders naturally with your arms and you'll have the right idea. And you have 2 full counts to do this, 4 and 5, so don't be early. It's going to be really tempting to hit 6 early, but it'll look very bad. And then also on count 4, while you're doing the arm thing, you're going to pivot from facing your front left diagonal to, you're going to move to facing your front right diagonal. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to keep your right leg anchored, and then pick up and then move your left leg. So you're sort of pivoting over your right leg to face your front right diagonal. So let's do 3, 4, and 5 all together. So I'll start at your position for 2, and then out 3, pivot 4, arms 5. Great. And finally on 6, you're going to pump your arms out in, and then your arms are going to end up as fists right by your chest with your arms bent, like so. And then at the same time with your legs, you're just going to do a quick little jump and then land with slightly bent legs. Your arm movement is sort of mimicking your legs bending, so that's how I like to think of the move. And again, just to reiterate, you have 2 full counts to do the arm thing during 4 and 5 right before this, so be sure to hit this right on 6 and not early. Okay, so let's do the entire first part of this choreography just with me counting. So 5, 6, 7, 8, step back 1, pull 2, out 3, arms 4, and 5, jump 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so after 6, just as a reminder, you're here, your knees are bent, your arms are bent. So this next section is a little bit complicated, but luckily you basically do nothing with your arms, so I'll go over the legs first. So I'll tell you before I start that this is going to be a jump while spinning to your left, so what you're going to do is you're going to jump and land on your right leg, but don't just jump in place. Use the momentum of the jump to whip your body around so you can make it all the way around to the back. So you're going to jump on 7, land on your right leg, and then on 8 and you're going to land with your left foot, then your right foot. So you're going to land like this. Your left leg is going to be bent, your right leg is going to be pretty far out. You're basically going to be in a lunge position, and where you should be facing for this, don't face straight to the back, but face towards like the left back diagonal, and I'll explain why in a second. So you jump on 7, you land left, right, 8 and then on counts 1 and 2, you're going to drag your right leg back in towards your left. And then while you're dragging your leg, look over your left shoulder at the camera. This is your time to really give the camera a very dramatic look. So that's why you shouldn't be facing straight to the back, so you can actually see the camera when you turn around. So let's do that all together. So you start here on 6. Then you jump 7, land 8, and 1, 2. Good. So with your arms, all you're going to do is that on 7, when you're jumping, you're going to put your right hand palm out on your forehead while you're doing that. I basically like to call this the "oh no, I'm going to faint" move. So you jump 7 with your arm on your forehead, and then when you land 8 and you can just drop your arm to your side. So let's do that whole thing all together. So I guess 5, 6, jump 7, 8, and 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. So now I'm going to teach you the last 6 counts of the audition choreography. So if you'll recall, you're here on 2, and on 3 and you're going to walk back to a forward-facing position, first with your right foot, then your left foot, like so. Your legs should be bent and around shoulder width apart, and your upper body should be hunched over. Like imagine like you're in a really short room. And on 4, so you're going to keep your legs where they are, but you're going to bring your torso and arms up. So your forearm should basically be blocking your face, like you're trying to avoid getting hit by somebody, and you should be facing, so your body should be facing forward, but your upper body should be a little bit towards the front left diagonal. So once again, that's 3 and 4. And for 5, 6, and 7, I'll teach you the arms first. So on 5, you're going to stick your left arm straight out, and your right arm will be sort of bent in front of your chest like this. And on 6, you're going to move your left arm here, so your elbow should be at about a 90-degree angle. And with your hand, I like to imagine it as you're sort of cradling a crystal ball, like supporting it from the bottom, like this. And then your right arm will be in the same general position, but a little bit lower, so like that. And then on 7, your left arm is going to do the same thing as you did on 6, but your right hand, you're going to bring that down to your right thigh. And then one last thing, you're going to pump your arms between each count, like 5, 6, 7, just to add a little bit of rhythm there. And then for your legs, you should be facing forward. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart with your right leg bent. It's like a little bit of a lunge here. And then if you remember, you're supposed to pump your arms between each count on 5, 6, and 7, and while you're doing that with your arms, you're also going to pump your right knee out. So like this, 5, 6, 7. So if we put the arms and the legs for 5, 6, and 7 together, that would go 5, 6, 7. And then finally on 8, So if you're here on 7, on 8 you're going to bring your left arm to meet your right arm at your thigh. Your legs aren't going to be moving, so don't pump your leg again on 8. And then on 8 and, you're going to roll your shoulders back while sinking to your knees, and once you get to your knees, you should be facing the front right diagonal. So you're going to roll your shoulders back, sink to your knees, and while you're doing the thing with your shoulders, make sure to push your chest out. It'll probably pretty much happen naturally. And I'm not going to judge the part where you get to your knees because I have bad knees and I don't want to force you guys to practice that part a bunch of times, so just do the thing with your shoulders, get to the floor somehow, facing the front right diagonal, and we'll be fine. And finally, one last note about facials. This song is basically about some guy daydreaming about fulfilling a murder-suicide pact with his ex. Yeah, so dark and dramatic is the way to go here, not much smiling, yeah. 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1.